Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho.
You are a hoe.
Oh,
I'm Christine.
I'm Jamie.
We are here for Children of Fallen Gods,
Part 2.
Part 2, the final part.
And so much.
You're going to say so much has happened.
I know, and I feel like that's a very repetitive thing to say. But just doing these notes, just because we like split the book in half, I was like, oh shit. I was like, actually though.
Actually, so much has happened.
Yeah.
Chapters 41 to the end. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And I love it.
Mm-hmm.
I love it. War of Lost Hearts series from Carissa Broadbent is wonderful. I will say I'm already into the next one. So, what is it, Mother of Dawn?
Yes, and you haven't read it, which is exciting. So I'm excited to talk more about it.
So I'm about 30% into that one, and I'm like, this is the best one.
Yes, I saw you updated your Goodreads with that.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. I can't even remember at this point. Well, I kind of can.
But like, we're going to talk about it today. Like, there's so much packed into this second half that is so good. But I feel like the third book makes it all come together, that it all just feels so nice and exciting.
Yeah.
So excited for that, but excited to talk about this today too.
Yes, because there was some stuff that I thought happened in this book.
Mm-hmm.
And it has not happened.
I know, and because I read ahead, now I'm like getting a little bit confused. But I swear, yeah, we're spoiler free.
Yes,
We're not going to talk about what happens in Mother of Dawn.
Yeah, and I'll stop you because I'll remember.
Yeah, we wrote stuff down, so we're fine. We're not.
And also that we're professional, super professional.
Okay, so what happened today was. It was my turn to make the cocktail, and I showed up to Jamie's to record this podcast, and I had no memory that it was my turn.
No, I was
because
really
we take turns, obviously.
Excited to see what you had chosen, especially because we do share a notes app where we usually will like put in something or at least put like the alcohol.
Usually
the main alcohol we're using.
Each have an idea of what each other is going to make, and obviously I didn't write anything because I had no.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, it's weird she hasn't like just put anything in there.
Yeah, wow, she's gonna surprise me.
Yeah,
surprise! I had nothing.
Yeah,
but like the resourceful
women we are,
we figured it out.
Yeah, pretty quickly actually.
We did. It was I was actually very impressed with what we came up with. So the cocktail that we made. Is called an Old Pal, which fit very nicely with Nura.
Yes.
Because she is Max's old pal.
Yeah, and we learn more about that.
Yes.
It's from the only cocktail book I do have from Death & Co., which is highly recommended. Book. Yeah.
Yeah. If you're wanting to learn like cocktail 101 and how to do like real cocktail making when you actually don't really get it like us. So it's a nice toolkit.
Yeah, and at the back of the book, they have like the base alcohol you're going to use, and then a bunch of options.
Yeah,
and we struck gold. So
Old Pal is dry vermouth, rye whiskey. We only had Canadian whiskey, which is like a whiskey blend, which was fine, and Campari.
Yeah,
and then a lemon little twirl.
A lemon twist on the glass if you would like.
We also, the recipe didn't call for this, but we squeezed a little lemon in it, and we liked that.
Yes.
So anyway, that's a really strong drink.
It is. It's very bitter, which we have had these discussions about, like, the grape. Like, we have different
tastes.
Taste palettes.
I like grapefruit, grapefruit drinks. You less so.
Yeah. I always, like, love it when it first hits my mouth, and I love the smell of it. I'm like, I love it. And then I just get this very strong...
You don't like the bitter?
Yeah, it's just, it doesn't.
Just fine.
It's not great for me.
I really liked it. And we also put some black food coloring in it because Nura's power, when she uses it, everything goes black. And then you, like, imagine your worst fears, right? So, look how creative we are.
Last minute.
Yeah. I mean, we really just used the tactic we used for our nightmare drink from One Dark Window.
It didn't like spread as well.
What is it? What is that saying? Reuse, recycle?
Reduce, reuse,
reuse, recycle. Yeah.
Oh my god, what was that show? It was like a cartoon. And I feel like I'm saying Captain America. It's not Captain America because it's when we were really young, but they were like saving the environment, and it was a cartoon. Do you know what I'm talking about? That's just like flashing in my head right now.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Remember that commercial / public service announcement? Don't you put it in your mouth.
So don't you
till you ask the one you love.
Till you ask the one you love.
Till you know it's good to eat.
Till you know it's good. And I feel like I remember them like they were like little rats or something.
Or puppets.
Oh, they were puppets, not rats.
Was this a Canadian thing?
Maybe.
Why do you think your mommy or daddy are always telling you, don't
No,
put that in your
I
mouth?
pictured rats,
Let's
not little
find
blue
out.
things.
See, I told you it's puppets.
Weird.
Is
Some
it
bad
Canadian
food
though?
Or some poison. You could. And that's why
Say
before
what?
you
This is
eat
retro
anything,
Winnipeg.
you should always ask someone you love if it's okay.
Okay. Ick. Don't you put it in your mouth. Till you ask someone you love. That's right, sis. If it's okay to eat.
I totally thought they were like rats for some reason, and I thought it was more about drugs.
No.
It's not what I pictured at all.
Anyway, cheers to you, Nura, you evil bitch. Okay, let's talk about the book. Okay, let's start with Tasana and Max. We left off with Tasana being kidnapped, right?
First off, I feel like these two die or get so close to death so much. Or less than like waking up and like kind of seeing each other
Or severely hurt.
yeah.
How will they ever know that they really love each other, though?
Right? I was just, I was like, I feel like this is like, remember this happening quite a few times. It just happens quite a bit. Oh, my first thing was, so literally just throwing, as soon as it started, Irene is back.
Where's Irene from?
Remember, she was at the first book, when Tasana got there, and I was like, oh, she seems cute, and you're like, no. And she kept taking her blood.
That's Irene? Isn't that a different... That's the woman that was taking her blood and like nice?
Yeah. And you were like, you're like, I don't trust her. I was like, oh,
I don't trust this bitch.
But yeah, so you were...
that makes us... Why do I not remember her name as that? I don't remember her name as Irene.
Oh. I did?
Okay, well...
Anyways, my whole thing was going to say that, like, you were right and she sucks.
Yeah.
She was there, not helping Tasana. So Tasana kills her and takes her magic, and her and Max end the war.
Yeah, but I think this scene is also really critical to her understanding her magic and Max's magic, and then later Richet's magic, because she is able to break through the stratagrams, similar to what happens at Ismaris's estate.
Yes.
Where even though her magic is blocked, she's able to access a deeper level of magic, and then at this point she sees how she could take it even farther, where she sees Irene's magic and she's like, oh, I could use her.
Yeah.
So similar to where we see later with Aoife / Richet, and how she can take someone else's power.
Yeah.
Tasana realizes, oh, I can take her power and use that as my own because my magic is blocked. So it's kind of like this big moment of her understanding her power better.
Oh, okay. I did have that down about how, like, Richet was able to, like, connecting that, like, how Aoife was able to, like, take Ishka and the blood.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, yes. But
and
bravo.
then later,
Very good.
Tasana, you know, she's able to use that information.
Mm-hmm.
And then, Irene, we got you, bitch. You're dead.
Yeah.
And you're dead.
Real quick.
Yeah. Real quick.
Ick.
Nura's an asshole. They win a battle. You know,
it was
whatever.
a really, like, anticlimactic end to, like, Xera's war.
Oh, that it was just, like, done?
It was just, like, how does a war end? One might think it would end with some valiant triumph, a great tableau of noble victory. Instead, it ended with a dull thump, a pile of bloody limbs on the ground, and the overwhelming smell of ash. And the world went quiet. Like, he just, like, white flag fell off the building.
I kind of like that, though, because it isn't like the war ends and it's like, oh, we won! And then, like, there's, like, a climax. It's kind of like we get this period of the book where it's like,
yeah.
And then eventually we see what happens to Xerath later, but I like that. I feel like Carissa's writing has really surprised me at a lot of moments in this series.
Mm-hmm.
And just small things like that.
Yeah, where it is something that you would think was like, Another I just kind of liked after everyone's kind of looking at Max in awe because no one saw, like, no one knew about his other power. I just like this quote in general when he, like, realizes why everyone's, like, looking at him like that. And he's like, I didn't like that one bit. I wanted to shake them and say, no one deserves to be put on a pedestal. They won't climb down to save you. And if you're looking up at them, you're not looking ahead at what's coming for you.
Ooh.
Right? I just like,
Yeah.
a good quote.
Yeah.
I was like, I've never actually, like, just kind of thought about it in that way because there is, like, people or, well, obviously people.
It's like, but I don't know, what is that? Like, you become a little bit complacent because, or you look to other...
You're looking at this person, like, for direction, for all these things to tell you what to do, but, like, you're not paying attention at the same time.
Yeah.
Because, yeah, it is, like, you're kind of just becoming, like, complacent and not... So I'm just, like, there's so many, like, ways to kind of look at it where I was, like, I just really... It's a thinker.
So Tisana, I kind of love this, that she... So she's been betrayed by a few of the refugees, right? That's how she ended up being kidnapped. So her showing up bloody to the settlement and just, like, tells them what's up.
Yep.
I don't know if this is the right thing to do, where she's like, I needed them to see a version of me that was powerful enough to earn their respect. I needed them to see a version of me powerful enough to believe in. Look at me, I commanded, and they all obeyed. Now, we do have that look at me quote here. Mm-hmm. That is a thread throughout the book. So this one, it's like, it's not the look at me demanding of people who wouldn't look at her, who were her slavers. It's not the look at me that is the nice one that Sorrel gave to her. This is a look at me of her now getting some power and using that to try to lead the refugees, but nobody, like, her power is a little bit unsure and wavering. So it's like we get these variations of look at me, for different motivations and different purposes.
Yeah. Also, is, like, look at me, is she able to use that with magic? Because I felt like when, like, Ismaris, right, it is, like, also a magic.
She did use it there.
Just wanted to confirm that.
We also get the title of the book here, Children of Gods. So she says, I have won Zareth Aldris's war, and now I will win ours. We are the children of fallen gods and lost empires. We are the memories of bones in the plains, and we are more than they ever thought we would be.
Imagine just being able to, like, say something like that.
Yeah, like, what? Okay.
I'm exhausted, but I think I have a few words in me.
I mean, yeah, I know I'm bloody and probably, like, stabbed and, like, my limbs are broken, but, and I haven't slept in 48 hours. But let me give this speech. But maybe that's why she's able to, because she's so... Exhausted. Her brain is just so loosey-goosey. Like, you know, when you're overtired and then you're like, wow, what am I saying? This is magic. Maybe that's the headspace she's in.
I'm amazing.
But usually when you look back afterwards, you're like, no, it wasn't.
No, not what I thought it was.
In the moment when I was confident.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
The quote of Max to Richer.
Yes,
It was cute, eh?
It was really, they had, like, a cute little moment, almost.
Well, it's really cute. I think it has deeper meaning. Okay, you be, do your Richer voice.
Oh, what was it? You told me once that I did not know what love is.
It's more higher.
Oh, I can't remember. This was weeks ago.
I'm a fan.
You told me once that I did not know what love is. Does love feel like an open wound? Like skin peeled back from flesh? Like a rib cage exposed? Is that what it is? To be opened?
I thought of the night I helped untangle Tisana's dress from her hair after the orders ball. I had stood there drowning in her scent, in my own desire, and when she looked over her shoulder at me, I realized her stare cut so deep because she saw me, even the things I wanted to hide from the world.
Is love frightening?
Yes, it's terrifying. It is a painful thing to be seen, to be given something to mourn, to be reminded of what has already been lost.
I think, like, this is also, like, Rachel's feeling some stuff or, like, realizing things, but I think even just throughout this last half, it's kind of explored how painful, like, love can be, almost.
Mm-hmm.
I know there's, like, other portions of it, but I just...
It seems like Roche is both learning things being in Tisana's mind
Mm-hmm.
and how Tisana interacts with her, that she's becoming a little bit more curious about life and experiences.
Yeah.
That previously she hadn't with whoever had possession of her.
Yeah.
And also part of this too, the reason that I love this quote too is because it's literally the definition of vulnerability.
Mm-hmm.
So, like when we talk about relationships and loneliness and like how connected you feel with people, like I think some people really struggle with that and like, why do I still feel this way? And so I think literally Max is describing like, oh, when you're like an open book and you're vulnerable, which is literally like an open wound being exposed, you're taking a risk. You get to this other level of love and connection that is an open wound, but that's how you were able to access that thing.
Yeah. That... No, it's just, like, it is, like, it's so true and so interesting and, like, why it's so terrifying, but it, at the same time, so great.
Yeah.
I do have... But she says, my heart could never grow roots because every few years they would be hacked away. You learn to live without them. You learn to find love where it doesn't exist, like in the superficial kindness of a cruel man. You learn to accept the loss as a part of you and pretend you don't mourn every severed connection. I had forgotten I'd forgotten that it was possible for the roots of someone's affection to run so deep, so solid. I could build a life in the branches of this tree. I could cradle a generation's future nestled in its leaves. But I still had so many scars, and it's hard to dream when you're surrounded by ashes of loss. Hard not to wonder if whatever scraps you have left over are even worth offering someone who deserves so much. Which I kind of just, I felt like related a bit to that. But yeah, just I feel like the love quotes in this are so interesting and so true about how, like,
it feels
vulnerability,
like very depth.
Yeah.
And they were able to get to a point to trust each other, which we've said in previous episodes, like the friendship built that foundation, which is a cool story to watch.
Yes.
Can we say a few other like Tisana and Max love quotes? Because I have all mine jumbled in the same.
Okay, you say yours.
Max learns her language. Thureni. This was amazing.
It was so exciting. I was like, oh my god, you're good with kids and you're learning her language? Stop.
This is amazing. She says, you learned Thureni. He says, poorly, mostly in books. I'm sure my pronunciation is a mess. I just thought, always you listen to words that are not belonging of you. I want to give you, to speak of you in your words, your voice. And he really struggles through trying to say that, and so did I, but because it's like such a broken up quote.
Yeah.
Because he's trying to get those words out, but oh my gosh. It's so true. Like, someone being able to speak in their own language and how fluid they are, and being able to explain things with nuance and different descriptions would be so challenging in another language. So he's like, oh, maybe I should stumble a little bit, and then like, you get to communicate with me, and so then it's equal.
And he would be like, I'm fighting a war, but in my spare time during this war, when I have some downtime,
yeah,
I'm gonna learn a whole new language for you.
I just like need to chill, or you know.
I just like, he was like playing with the kids, and she's like looking at him. He's like 5 younger siblings to Sana. And then someone's like, I'm so sorry, my grandson is a terror. He's like, no need to apologize. Max waved away Raisha's apologies. It's fine, he can stay. He said it in Thureni. I just wanted to read that part out loud because it made me happy as soon as, like...
Oh, such a good moment.
I was like, oh my god, he's like being so cute with the kids. And he's like, surprise!
Nura never deserved you. Do you have another one? Or no?
Yeah, I do. When they had their little, like, downtime, which was their last time in their little house and garden, which is so sad. And so this just sounds great to me. Max and I spent our days sleeping and fucking and eating, joking in the garden, or sparring in the fields. I was just so deliriously happy. I was drunk on it, drunk on Max, and the way every time he responded to one of my deeply unfunny jokes with that huff of a laugh, it suffused my whole body with warmth. So that's the dream, guys.
Oh, it really is.
Right? Like,
you like each other that much?
yeah. You spend days with each other like that. He laughs at you.
Yeah, that's like what a vacation is when you really like someone, right? It's just like, oh, we don't have any responsibilities and we could just frolic and just like sleep and like,
just like do whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It does sound great.
Yeah, it just sounds wonderful. Just so happy for you two.
One day my dream will come.
That's what plays in my head every time I read a quote like that. One day.
Okay, you have another one?
It's a funny one.
Okay.
When he goes to like go before fighting Nura, and before battle, I know I said, and I won't let her take it that far. Max says.
Oh, I know what one this is.
Yeah. I would skin her.
Yeah.
Sana muttered, and I kirked an eyebrow at her. That's charmingly vicious, comforting to know that if she survives me, she certainly won't survive you. So I would skin her.
Yeah, I like how protective she is. It is like a flip on like how usually the, the male versus female is portrayed. So I do like seeing how...
I appreciate her violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay, now can we get to the man and the parrot?
Yeah, I had that like bolded in my notes because I was like, I want to like end on that because that was the best part of the book for me.
But we're doing it now.
I know.
This was a wonderful interaction from the first book, Daughter of No Worlds, where Max had asked the man or the parrot because the man was matching his parrot. His coat was
their
matching
first
his
trip
parrot.
to the city.
And Tisana had asked the man.
Yeah.
And then he whispered in her ear, and then Max never knew the answer. Mm-hmm. So Max, in this climactic moment, wanted to know.
Which, good for Max, because I don't think I could have left that alone.
Oh, no. No, it would have been very annoying.
Yeah.
I would have poked and poked
Yep.
and poked and poked. And then silent treatment and been very petty and passive aggressive.
Yeah, I was like, there's
until
no way.
You give me my answer.
You're just going to be like, I'm not telling you, and I'm just going to leave it at that. Like,
yeah,
no.
Absolutely not.
That is going to drive
I'm
me insane.
As mature as Max.
Yeah.
So we do. He says, the man with the parrot, the one that we saw in the Capitol, which came first, the bird or the coat? The memory made me rasp a chuckle. The man we had seen the first time I visited the Capitol, what felt like a lifetime ago. A tall, bespectacled man with a green coat and a matching parrot. It had been a simple sort of joy when I ran up to him. I must ask you, did you get bird to match coat or coat to match bird? That's a secret. And then she says, I'll tell you when you get back. And he says, deal. And then later in the book, she actually tells him he got the parrot to match the coat.
I mean, which seems like the right...
It could really go either way.
Yeah.
I feel like the most logical is to get the coat to match the parrot, right? Like you could get your pet and you're like, oh my god, should I get something to match? And then that'll be like a cute outfit. It does seem weird that you get a coat and then you're like, I should get a pet that matches
that
my
actually
coat.
is.
Like that's the more odd answer. So Zareth and Tisana both die.
Does she actually die?
Well, because his spell thing.
Yeah. Oh, and then right.
She dies, and then Max has to bring her back to life. Just real quick.
Yeah, and he really just loses it at the end there.
Yes. Okay. So that's one of the quotes I have. And I don't want to say the whole thing, but Tisana says his mind was a maggot-infested, rotting thing. He didn't even bother to shield his thoughts if they could even be called that. There was nothing left but pain and rage. He didn't care that he won.
Oh,
so
wow, I had his mind is maggots. Cool.
Yeah. So he had been using dark magic and to win the war to the point that he destroyed himself and he couldn't even enjoy it.
It was just like really sad at that point.
It was so sad.
Max is talking about like the decorating of the hall and how it's like you could see that he tried too hard, and there's like a quote that he says just to Sana but it's just he just like realized no matter how hard he tried, like you're never going to be accepted.
Yeah,
And like
it
Max
didn't
started
matter.
saying something like, oh, too bad he was born of a whore. And it's just, yeah, like it does not matter what you do, how much you give of yourself. Those type of people are never going to accept you. It was just really sad.
Right, which was, I liked the layers of it where we just see the sadness of that moment, but also Zareth was like evil and did bad things. But then we
he's
also
also
see that
awful.
he came from nothing. Like there's
Yeah.
so much about his character and his trajectory that is like a really nice story.
And that Nura, you should maybe also look at. Be like, hey, if you let this take you over, might not go.
Oh, her using power? What?
Yeah, just like being like just what is it called? Tunnel vision.
Tunnel vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure that'll bite her in the butt.
Yeah.
So Tisana dies too. So it comes back around, which we talked about at the beginning of this book, where Zareth does this special thing where he's like,
yeah, where they're connected.
If I die, then you die. So this actually happened, though, right?
Yes, but then she's saved.
But then she's saved. But this was such a weird thing because it's like, okay, Max brings her to be saved, but then Riche is like, I'll sacrifice myself. I want to die. Okay. And then Riche dies. But then, like, Riche doesn't really die.
So, I love these books.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing, the magic part of it is so confusing. Like this whole part, which they've talked about, like the layers, and it's just not, it's so hard to understand.
Uh-huh.
Where I still don't really understand how it works. I don't really care that much because I enjoy everything else so much.
Yeah, whatever.
Right? But I remember like after reading all three, I was just like, I'm still like
a little bit cloudy about.
Yeah. And like all this stuff. And then when we get to the part where it's Nura and him fighting, and then, but I can see Tisana, like those lines of magic, like, you know, like just visually.
I mean, I kind of got it.
I have like a thing I visualize
it's like almost
in my
having
mind.
Like another sense.
Yes.
That they could access. Another dimension, you know?
Yes, which I do kind of picture that, but it's still, that part, yes, is confusing. But when she dies, it comes back. But then, like, it's a bit murky.
That part was a little bit nonsense for me because it's like, well, then Riche ends up coming back anyway. So it's like, okay, but Riche didn't die. So then how did Tisana actually fill that?
That part of the like.
Okay, there's this quote about scars that I want to say.
Yep, I love a good scar quote. I do think scars are explored a lot, so.
Yeah. So Tisana says, still, I'm just kidding.
Oh, no, please. No, I hate that voice for her.
Still, I found myself grieving something that went deeper than vanity. Perhaps I was mourning an unmarked body. But then again, before these scars, I had the ones on my back. Before those, I had the ones on my thighs. And before all of that, I had my fragmented skin. Skin that marked me neither Valtane nor non-wielder. Even before I lost my mother or my home or my country, I was lingering in the space between things, belonging to all and none. I had never had an unmarked body, not truly. And so I just felt like that fit nicely in the theme of Tisana and Daughter of Null Worlds and how she never truly fits anywhere. And it's like a journey of just accepting these things and these new scars on her arms as just another plot in the story, even though she like doesn't love them.
Yeah. And you know what? I love scars.
Yeah.
Just want to say. Big fan.
Get it.
Always been a big fan.
Okay, so when Tisana and Max are on their staycation at the cabin that, you know, gets destroyed, which is like super sad. That this cabin, this staple in this
garden
series
cabin.
gets destroyed. The garden. But Tisana gets a box of hands.
And like a Dementor shows up.
Basically.
That's what
right?
I mean in my head, that's what I'm picturing.
Okay, can I say,
no.
Obviously these books are like not scary. Like we're fine. This moment in the book was truly
so creepy.
Horror movie. Truly.
There's been quite a few, I feel like, horror movie-esque things in this book though.
What is Carissa Broadbent watching?
I love it. And I love when she like traps it in the mirror. Oh, so smart, Tisana.
Okay, so like the movie Crows, or like you can think of a bunch of movies, but even like the birds circling and then like going through the house, through the windows.
Yeah.
Oh my, how terrifying is that? Okay, I need you to do the descriptions of the like big scary guys. Its fingers were so long that they just seemed to trail off into the air, like shadow dissolving into light, almost brushing the ground. Its legs were long and footless, with knees that bent the wrong way. No matter how long I looked at its face.
That bent the wrong way, that's always a creepy...
Disturbing.
Oh, it's like Slender Man, too.
Yeah.
It's like a Slender Man Dementor.
I could not find its features. It was as if there was just a smear of nothing where the face should be. Its movements choppy as if it skipped through time, discarding half seconds. Even close, I could not see its face. But within the strange shadow, I saw glimpses of people screaming in pain and terror.
Do you think it knows the cereal?
How is that the cereal? When you look at its face, you see other people's pain and terror?
If they, maybe, like, they all seem into, like, cloaky things that kind of hide their face a little bit. So maybe they're, like, cousins.
I don't know.
And also cousins with the Dementors. So it's this guy.
This is worse.
Cereal and Dementors, and they all hang.
They also show you other people's faces. So she says the face became
Oh my God,
Cyril's
right,
and
yes.
Max, my mother's, Voss's, and scarred, disfigured features. Truly a nightmare. And not of the good kind from One Dark Window.
Not the one we like.
Love you, babe. Okay, do you want to talk about Aoife?
Yep.
Okay, let's talk about her.
Aoife.
Aoife, my lady. Aoife, my girl.
Love ya.
Let's give you a whirl.
Oh. Okay, so I just want to start this off. She tells Cadwin... Oh, what are we calling him again?
Cadwin.
Aoife and Cadwin. So she's just kind of talking about, like, her tattoos and stuff like that. And explaining some of them. And then she talks about how she almost, like, beat
someone to death?
To death for saying something about her sister. Yeah, what did your colleague do to deserve that, he asked. He made a joke with my sister. Like, it's like, a joke? Would you beat someone to death for me? Close to.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, definitely.
Thank you. Just... Yeah, that was why I wanted to discuss that. I just needed to hear.
And I'm telling the truth.
One punch.
Yeah, one punch. Come on. What could I do? What am I capable of? People's elbow. I could do a people's elbow.
Ooh, that'd be good. Someone standing on a chair.
I watched the WWF as a kid,
Same.
sir.
Yeah, I know.
I can run at you and...
The legs, you get low.
Jump.
You're short, you gotta get low. And I watch reality TV.
I could give you a good stare.
And an eyebrow.
Intimidate you. That's about it. That's about it. Yeah, I do like Aoife and Cadwin, and they're flirting.
Yes, and we do learn something. I think that's informative.
Is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
When the wife comes in, and I can't remember her name.
Oh, Athelina.
Yes, and she shows them a map. And they learn about the magic pools.
Yeah.
But myth claims that it's marked hidden pools of magic, specific places where it is stronger, or perhaps where magical artifacts are hidden. The stories vary, which I think is an important thing. So that's where they end up battling. It's like one of those magic pools.
When they end up where?
Where Nura and Max battle. It's one of those like intense like
connection.
magic spots where they're able to like connect with those layers and stuff.
Okay.
So that she came to kind of like show them that.
But she also references this because they're talking about the humans came to the half human, half fae lands.
Yes, looking for
a map to find these pools of magic.
Yes.
But Athelina says we believe these to be like myths. Like we don't even
They've
actually
been
think
around
this
for
is the
so
truth.
long.
Right? But they came here and they stole this map. They killed my daughter thinking that half-blood was like the most potent and powerful. Right? And so, it's neat that you, like in the later chapter, we get to see, that thing actually does exist.
Yeah. And there is like the map's obviously right.
Yeah.
But she was unsure.
Interesting.
But we do learn a lot from their little visit there.
But yeah, I couldn't remember what the place they visited was, but it's the half human, half fae lands,
I
right?
did not write it down, but
Did you write down who Aoife's real daddy is?
her dad is Oren.
Oren.
And
That's what
her
it is.
mother
You are the
was
father.
taken, not saved from there. You are the father. Results say your king asshole dad is not the father.
Wait, he's not the king. He's like the side guy, isn't he?
No, when I'm talking about the act, like saying not the father. So the king asshole is
Oh,
not
okay.
the father.
Yeah.
Oren, who I believe is the king's brother.
Yeah.
Yeah. But so yeah, she's really just thrown a
loop.
You are half fae.
Yeah.
That's
human.
why your dad's not your dad. That's why he tried to kill you.
Yeah.
And why he never could love you and why your whole childhood sucked.
Yeah, it's why he was so mean to you.
Yeah. I feel so bad for her. Like, it just really broke my heart. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is awful.
So, of course, Aoife's evil dad invades the half-fae, half-human peoples because he's the most evil person to ever exist.
But what does she do to try and make herself feel a little better before that?
She has sex with Cadwin.
No, they don't have sex.
Oh, sorry.
She tries.
They kiss and then they cuddle.
They have a really good makeout sesh. She tries. But he
Well, he's
cares
like,
for her.
no, you're not using me to numb out, to distract yourself. We are more than that, babe.
Yeah. So you cry, and I'm going to hold you. And it's beautiful.
Yeah.
And then he dies. Obviously.
Yeah, so their whole party dies except for her and Ishka.
Mm-hmm.
Is that how we're saying it?
Is that how you're saying it? Ishka?
Ishka.
I just say Ishka.
And then her real dad doesn't shoot her. Because when they're flying away, he's like,
yeah.
Should I? It's like, was that even a consideration? I don't know.
Am I going to kill my child? Or am I not going to kill my child?
Yeah, no. Okay, then the big scene. How did you feel? If you could go back to what?
Before they get there,
Okay.
I do like that we finally, so they're on their way to this like meeting that they're going to, and we get as soon as you see when she talks about landing in the human's lands, how is it so beautiful, and then the fields of golden, and then it's what Tasana kept saying that she would see like these hands in a golden field.
Mm.
So we're finally seeing what those little glimpses that Tasana saw were.
Yeah.
Which I liked.
Oh, look at you paying attention.
I just remember the field part because I think it was like so repetitive throughout the book. And then when that happened from Aoife's view, and it wasn't like super obvious.
Yeah, and you're like, okay, Carissa, you're trying to tell me something.
But then it gets a bit confusing. Because then I feel like how she leads up to this big betrayal reveal and simultaneously showing Max and Tasana going to meet with Ishka, but like you don't know if it's the same time because they're also going into like this building, right?
Yeah.
And they're explaining it. And you're like, oh, that's exactly what like Aoife's doing. But is she already in there with him? And is that happening? Or is this like a time?
I never thought that.
Oh.
I always thought that Aoife's timeline was in the past. I never thought it was overlapped.
Okay. I felt like she didn't make it super clear. So you could kind of like, as you were reading, like, is this happening alongside? Because they don't think like the Fae exist.
I think I assumed it was in the past because the narrative was that the Fae were all extinct. Like there's no Fae anymore.
Yes.
So I assumed, oh, this is a look back, a flashback.
I can't remember.
I could see how someone could get there. Though,
I can't remember
like,
what I felt like the first
is this
time.
Going to be a reveal, a crossover.
But like the second time, I was like, oh, like if you, we're unsure. And then how it was literally going simultaneously together. It could be like, oh, are they going to go in and it's going to be Ishka and Aoife in there, or is it?
Oh
obviously
no, I definitely thought it was like, oh, they're just they happen to be visiting the same spot that event happened in.
Okay, please continue your question before I cut you off.
Okay, so I want to know because you read this in 2024. When you first read this scene, Aoife and Ishka being brought into this building and meeting the humans. When this went down, the big betrayal of Ishka betraying Aoife. What was that like?
It was tough. It was really tough. I had to
I was in bed for days.
Yeah, I had to take a couple days off and just be like,
Couple
you know
sick
what?
days.
I can't do life right now. I just really need to lie here and feel the pain from that betrayal.
Okay, seriously.
No, but actually, I was just like, you just saved her life. It was.
I was so upset.
And then
I liked him, and I was so upset. Like, I was trying to go to sleep, you know, like when you're trying to read before you go to bed, and this scene happened, and I'm like, well, I guess I gotta stay up for another 45 minutes.
Just
to,
be angry.
To see how this plays out, because now I'm just upset.
Well, and I'm like, but you did, like, you saved her, but, like, you do care. I don't know. And then I try and, like,
But, yeah, whatever.
So I just, because they did have a conversation before, and then it was even like it was sadder the second time. I was like reading it and the conversation, and I was like,
I think
tomorrow's
he
not going
was
to be
trying
good,
to do
Ava.
this thing that he thought he was like gonna sacrifice Ava for the greater good, but it was just
and it was
went
orders
really
from
sour
his
because it was not
queen.
worth it at all.
It said like the queen this and that, so it's like
Everything ended up in war anyway.
Yeah.
So it didn't really matter. His sacrifice did not matter, and he had to live with that.
Well, and we do like hear how the Fae King kind of, or he talks about how for so long the Fae Kingdom still like
was at war. That's what I mean. That's why it's not worth it, because you thought that giving them this would stop them from pursuing the Fae, and then the Fae just end up fighting each other. Like, it all ended badly.
Yeah, but you know, there's still a third book.
What the hell does that mean?
So maybe we'll find out more.
Of course we're gonna find out more.
I hope so. Okay, but so before they went there though, they were talking about like death and things like that together. And she could like see there was something weird about him, but obviously this isn't what she's thinking.
Yeah.
He's like, you have earned your place in any afterlife, he murmured. Sydney or Wishra? Wishra. So I'm gonna go with, okay.
Wishra?
Yeah. Any god worth worshipping would grant it to you. And if there is an afterlife that would deny you entry, I do not want to be there either. A lump rose in my throat. If we died tomorrow, it was an honor to fight next to you, Ishka. He was silent for a long moment, then he said, likewise, Aoife, tyranness of the House of Obsidian, it has been an honor. So that just makes it so much worse.
It makes me angry.
Yeah.
You lying, conniving asshole.
And in that conversation, I feel like he's like almost like trying to apologize and trying to be like,
yeah, it doesn't matter though.
No.
You're giving your trusting friend over to hundreds of years of torture. You know, it's just like, it doesn't matter what you say. You're a bitch.
Boo.
Boo. Anyway, he comes
so
back.
sad.
He lives. He lives for hundreds and hundreds of years longer because he gets to meet Tisana and Max. Wasn't this crazy?
Yeah.
It was like a big reveal. This could have been a cliffhanger if she played out these books differently.
Okay, there was a point where I also thought that, where I was like reading it and obviously like knowing something happens. So I was like, in my mind, I thought it like stopped at a certain place and I was like, oh, this is
That
still
would have been a
happening.
great place to stop it, is the reveal when Ishka turns around and Tisana is like, I know you. And then cut it.
Yeah.
But no,
or when he like
the
says
book
his
keeps
name,
going.
that it's like, he's like, I'm Ishka, like, and then cut it. And you're like, what?
I just wanted to say, I love Aoife, and
I do love Aoife as well.
the like listening or reading the transition she goes from Aoife to Riche is so devastating. It hurt my heart so much.
Oh my god, I know.
And she says, you were betrayed by someone that you thought cared for you, and with that hurt, it was always the same. White and white and white, and flash of long golden hair, a man turning away this man. So that was like Tisana's memory of Riche's memory. And so that's why Tisana recognized Ishka. And it's just, that's what played for Tisana. And then we learn of the name thing.
Oh my that's
God.
so sad. And like you could tell like he feels bad when he realizes what she named herself.
So you knew Riche, and then Ishka says, Riche?
That's what she calls herself?
She?
Does it mean something?
It means no one.
And just when she's going through all that and like works, like she's slowly losing herself.
Yeah.
She just like keeps trying to like hang on to any little thing, and then you do see her hanging on to like the hatred. Like the hatred's the one thing that kind of sticks.
Her hatred of Ishka?
Yeah, she's like, I hate Ishka so much that I sear my hate into my soul. I hold on to it, even when everything else fades away. One day I realized that I could not remember my home. I know it was beautiful and safe, and that I was there. I felt connected to 1,000 other souls. Now I wonder what that feels like, to be connected to others, to be safe. But just how she, like, the hate was the thing that hung on to it.
I mean, understandable.
Yes. But I think like, if someone says something, like, bad about you, or if someone says something good about you, you're more likely to remember the bad thing.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I just think it's interesting that, like, that's just, like, we hold on to, like, the bad.
Yeah.
More closely.
But this is such an extreme. Right?
No,
like,
I
if
think
someone,
it's the same
like,
thing as if someone just
if
said something
someone
shitty
murdered
about you.
me, but they're also, like, said all these great things about me. In another
No, I'm not saying
portion,
like the same person. I'm just saying like how much, not even, I guess she wasn't like, it's a bad comparison now that I'm saying it.
now that you're playing
Now
it out.
that I'm like playing out her life in my head.
If someone betrayed you that badly and trapped you in someone's mind for hundreds
Yeah,
of years of
I
torture,
take back that whole.
I feel like I would focus on that a little bit.
Please
I don't know how much of
ignore.
a positive affirmation person I would be.
No, yeah, no,
Hey,
I
babe,
agree.
you're gonna get through this. You're a good girl.
No, I was gonna say no matter like how many like Cadwin, like how many like good like loving things you have, but like I feel like that's so much that's gonna like, but it's not a great.
That would be hard to do.
Yeah, no, that's why I'm totally taking back all
Just
comments.
back it up.
Backing
Yeah,
it
Homer
up.
Simpson back into the bush.
Exactly what's happening right now.
Yeah.
I'm in the bush. I'm in
Back
the
it up.
darkness. I'm eating leaves.
Nope. Okay, so we learned who Roche is. Okay, another big reveal. Carissa, you need to plot this out more because there's so many big reveals. What?
What's the other big reveal?
What?
What's the other big reveal?
The Fae King is Cadwin?
Oh. Yes.
Isn't that a big reveal?
That was a very big reveal.
Because we're like, oh, this
we thought you were dead.
Fae King. We thought Cadwin was dead, and then we're like, it's him.
Yeah. No,
But do we like him? Do we not? We don't know because we've heard really bad things.
But we like Cadwin.
Exactly. So now I'm confused. Do I like him? Do I hate him?
I know. It's, yeah.
I don't know.
I totally forgot that that's a reveal. But it's also so exciting.
He's so mad at the humans for everything that was done, obviously, because like all those people were killed. We know this from the beginning of the book, and then there was lots of wars, and then they took Aoife. And at first he didn't know that Ishka did it, and then it's like, okay, now he's king, and he's like, I'm gonna fight for the Fae because the humans were evil, and then now he's just like taking it way too
pretty exciting
far
that he's king, because he was like 13th in line.
for just his area of the world. Yeah, good for him.
Yeah, he really stepped it up.
Yeah. So we don't know if he's evil or good now, but it's looking murky.
Yeah. Well,
but the point is of this scenario is Ishka's like, hey, Tassan and Max, help me. The Fae King, Cadwin, he's going too far, and I need your help.
Yeah.
The humans have taken my son. And so, I don't know. I'm having a hard time understanding Ishka's stance. I think it's basically like, okay, I understand Cadwin wants to defend the Fae, but also waging a war on the humans does not... it's just creating more warfare. You're just creating the thing that you're fighting against. Like, let's
more
just stop.
Blood, more death, more. It's just
stop
a constant, which we were trying to stop in the past.
Yeah.
From the humans doing now it's just you're continuing.
Yeah. Okay. Got it. Can we move on to Nura?
Mm-hmm.
We learned that Nura's trying to make new rochets.
Yeah, the whole part she does a little Harry Potter move.
What?
That's what it reminded me of the thing in Harry Potter that you like dip your head in.
Oh, the pensive.
Yes.
She totally did the pensive.
Yeah.
And we get a walk through her memories, which I don't know that they really told us, like, too much.
No, and I think it was very, I think her doing that was a huge thing because she's so standoffish.
It was, but as a reader, I'm like, okay, what are you trying to tell me?
Yeah.
Basically, you've had this vision for a really long time, and so that's been your motivation to do the things that you're going to do because you're so scared of what's
Yeah, I think it explained her like
next.
a little bit more as a character, but not like too much.
No, it wasn't like it wasn't life-changing, Nura.
No. I think for Max it was a little bit. Like seeing kind of. But then it was just like sad because she would talk about how she saw like how he was really sensitive and she would just ignore it because it was like a weakness. And I'm like, or like this Tasana thing when she was realized that Max cared that much, but then also realizing that she could make him do anything with that.
Yeah, we knew that.
Yeah, but it was just. Oh, and then when she so they figure out like kidnapping the Fae and saying, oh, like they're coming, or they've been like seen and stuff, and I was like, yeah, Nura, maybe they're in the area because they're looking for their friend.
I didn't think of that.
It's so crazy, but she's like, yeah, like they
keep coming.
Yeah. Did you see them before you brought home this one? Nope, you didn't. They killed a farmer and his wife. I'm just like, oh my god. Yeah.
Okay, the Arch Commandant. Who's gonna be the Arch Commandant?
Oh.
I thought this was gonna be such a good. This is one of those other moments that I was talking about earlier in this episode of thinking Carissa is surprising me. So, when Nura is being inducted for her Arch Commandant position, and then we hear Max Interius Farleone accepts the call.
Yeah. Stealing a crown, bitch.
Yeah. And then it comes down to this duel. It was just, I was like, oh my god, this is so great. Yeah. I just think with another author, that's the way it would have went. And so it's like...
like, he's gonna win.
Yeah. And so it's so nice to see, like, Carissa going in a different direction, even though it's not nice. I'm just like, oh, yeah, no, Nura wins. Nura wins. Yeah.
Oh, she's still around. She's still bad, guys.
Everything's bad.
Yeah. I do like... So Samarin's, like, super behind on shit.
Yeah, Samarin's like, what?
Yeah, they're, I just need to say this quote before going into battle. So they explained everything to him, and then Samarin took a bottle of wine that had been sitting on the table, uncorked it with a whisper of magic, and poured a glass, which he downed in one gulp. Then he turned to me with a deadpan stare. I assume you want the bottle. He assumed right. I like any little moment we get with them.
Oh, what a beautiful man.
I know, and their little friendship. Max, I don't know if you needed a bottle of wine before the fight, but that's fine.
Hey, my boy feels differently than other men. I don't know if I have much to say about, like, the rest of the fight and stuff, other than Riche gets ripped from Tasana.
But I'm like, but how? Like, that part always confused. Like, and even when Nura was, like, going back and talking about, like, her relationship with Riche, and when she's, like, fighting with Riche about, I was like, what does that look like? Is it just Nura staring at, like, a pool of blood?
I just think of it as, like, energy forces. Like, energy.
Yes. But, like, if you were to walk into the room...
You wouldn't see anything.
Is it just Nura staring at, like, a thing of blood? Like...
Yeah.
You know? So it wouldn't make for a good movie.
No.
But that was just like, what does this look like? Or when it's like when Riche gets ripped from Tasana, I'm like, what does that look like?
Don't think too hard, Jamie. Don't you think too hard.
Right? Oh, I did like this part. So where the Fae King is in Max's head. It's like, Max, you're Fae, I said. You're the Fae King. Now I understood. The Fae that Nura held, the ones that she was trying to make into the next Riche, she had created it. She had created the war she was trying so hard to stop.
Oh, I loved that, because it was like Nura had this vision, and she was like, I'm going to do everything for years and years and years. I'm going to do everything I can to stop this, but
I'm destroying my entire
having
life.
This vision, she did everything the opposite. She actually made the thing that she was scared of actually happen. Yeah. Oh.
Right? I'm like, I also
it's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Yes. I also enjoyed that when, like, Afar Riche, like, could see, like, the little thread and they're trying to pull, and she's just like really trying to die in peace. Like, leave me the fuck alone.
Yeah.
Like, I've been through so much. Like, yeah, leave her alone. God.
Ugh.
Aoife does get her body back.
Okay, so Aoife gets her body back. I never thought we're going in this direction. I cannot believe she got her body back.
Yeah. Oh, this is exciting for you.
Why? Did you predict it? Were you smarter than me?
No, I didn't. But it's just like when you read it again, like I know it's going to happen.
That's going to happen?
Yeah.
No, reading
but yes,
this fresh
it was
is
so
like,
crazy. Because you really, don't think, oh, you're going to be like a person.
Yeah. Then we end this book with Nura as an asshole.
Oh my God.
Because she sends Max to prison and then she becomes queen.
Okay, but I was actually screaming at this, not in my mind. Just, it's a really like fast clipped description of like what Max can see happening.
Yeah.
And all the fucked up things Nura does.
Yeah.
Where I'm so angry. Where
Yep.
he's being charged with all these murder. Like I was.
Yeah.
Oh my God. It's so.
It makes me very, very angry.
Oh my God. So mad. Like I do remember
Under no circumstances can I imagine doing that to anyone, let alone someone who is my childhood friend / former
even like when they were
partner.
Yeah, fighting and like, oh, like she really loves me and like she was so upset because obviously I turned like all I was like, no, what? I never saw Nura going this far.
That far. Yeah, you're like, oh, you're a nice cold bitch and you're like a little bit evil, but I never imagined her going to this extreme. Now she's just pure
and to
evil.
put him in that awful, awful place.
Yeah.
Which that place knew it was coming. It said, see you in 2 weeks.
It did.
Max.
It was right.
Yeah. We will keep it warm for you. But yes, I do love the ending.
I would just say that she's thinking about Max's mom and how if she saw what she was doing, she wouldn't love her, but how that was love, right? And she has the necklace in her hand, and she thinks
that perhaps
Nura did not deserve to be loved anyway. Perhaps love was just another sacrifice.
She pushed the thought away. She folded her fingers into a fist, tighter, 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 until the crystal gave and cracked, slicing her skin. When she opened her hand, only blood shards sat in her palm. She let them fall to the floor.
She had done the right thing, she told herself, and it was all worth it to save her country, worth it to win this war. She had what it took. This is what she fought for. This was power. But there, alone in the moonlight, the last vestiges of old life in pieces at her feet, Nura did not feel powerful. She felt nothing. Oh, some dark shit.
Well, Nura, what did you expect? God. Casting call. Ishka.
Children of fallen gods. We got Ishka. Ishka. I like that name. Ishka. I like saying it.
I know. I do like it a lot.
Yeah, babushka. Right?
Cool.
Ishka babushka.
Ishka babushka. That's actually his full name.
That's not his full name. Who do you have?
There is an actor I picture the entire time as playing him, and I think he was like a bad guy in a movie, and I can picture him as like black armor. It's absolutely not how he's described, but the closest that I can get is Billy Porter.
Okay.
So not like, not who.
Okay. My description doesn't match the description.
Yeah.
But I think later reading it, isn't he like gold hair?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay.
I just didn't, that's not how I picture him at all. Like, it's just
No, me neither, but I was like, I'm not misremembering that, right?
Okay,
like
wait.
the description is gold hair, like gold eyes.
Hang on. Absolutely cannot say his name.
Oh. Chukwududi Iwoji.
Yeah.
From where? Let me see.
That's who it is. I saw in other stuff, but Peacemaker with John Cena is the lead. But he's also been in other things.
He's in Designated Survivor. I watched that show. Yeah, he kind of looks like the guy from The Good Place.
Oh my god, yes. Cheaty.
Yeah.
Okay, but this is 100% yes who I was. That's who he's always been.
That's
in my
so
mind.
funny that you cast him. And how it doesn't look anything like the description. because mine is obviously
Chidi from The Good Place?
no, Chiwetel Ejiofor.
Oh! That's so weird. Oh my god.
Yeah, isn't that weird? Yeah, he's a British actor. He's known for 12 Years a Slave.
Yes, I love him.
He's in Doctor Strange. But I also
wait.
cast him for Fourth Wing, Violet Soren Gale's dad.
Oh my god, yes.
Yep.
Oh, that's so funny.
Who's your MVP? Moth?
I didn't want to say it.
he's not even...
He is 100% in it. He has a whole scene where he calls out Max. He's like, "Are you leaving? Because I remember how you used to be, Max. And you disappeared."
Okay, so yours is Moth?
No, it's not. But I just wanted to show mouth
You
out
just wanted to mouth
because
off.
I did
Sounds
have a
about
moth
right.
update in my notes, but we didn't know enough time.
Yeah, we don't have time
But
for
I was
that.
really proud of him for doing that. For, you know what? No, Max.
Okay, who was your MVP?
Oh, Afa.
Yeah,
I mean,
obviously.
just really, you deserve an award for life.
Mm-hmm.
Because that was a rough couple of days, and then followed by
A rough life, really.
yes, a rough couple of days followed by a very traumatizing life,
Hundreds
and
of
then
years
you just tried to die, and you were like, "Okay, I'm content. I'm gonna give my life for yours," which was a really beautiful moment. No, you couldn't have that. You're dragged back, but now you have a body
Yep.
and purple freckles, so I'm pretty excited for you.
Okay, that was mine.
Mm-hmm.
But my backup,
His moth.
absolutely not. My backup is the Shadow Guys. Because look, if you're looking to cast some creepy guys in your nightmares, they are doing it 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10.
I just didn't like how they could be like
110%.
in mirrors. I hate things with mirrors.
There's mirrors, there's birds flying through the window, there's blurry faces, there's tricks, there's like glitches of time as they walk. It's just like creepy to the max. It has every single element. You guys are killing it.
Like, are you a character from Are You Afraid of the Dark?
You're doing your
I think so.
job. Yeah, you're like a little bit Nightmare Before Christmas.
Mm-hmm. So many things.
Yeah.
Are you from the drug commercial?
What?
Just put it in your mouth.
Oh.
That's making a throwback joke.
But look, you guys are just Nobel Prize. Nobel Prize.
Nobel Peace Prize for you. Congratulations.
Okay. If you're not already following us on social media, we are Books and Booze Podcast on Instagram and on TikTok and on Threads. And we...
and Goodreads. Separately.
Well, if you want to follow us on Goodreads and be friends with us on Goodreads, you can go to our Instagram and the links are there. Wherever you are listening to this, if you could give us a follow, give us 5 stars, give us a comment. Everything is extremely helpful and we are so thankful for that and we love you so much.
Yeah.
Okay, toodaloo.
Bye-bye. We did it, Joe.